Hello everybody, this is Kyrix, and I'd like to welcome you to the first This Week in Kyrix of 2019. This is Wednesday, January 2nd, 2019. And this is Viscera Cleanup Detail. Why is it doing the thing? No, we're going to solo this. Lots of different places. I really haven't had a chance to check any of them out. Let me... Can I do something with the preferences here? Before we really get started here. I guess... I keep forgetting this is kind of a multiplayer game. Allegedly. Alright, we're gonna just take a look around. I'm probably eventually gonna do all of these, but for now we're just gonna look for the one that really appeals to me. See, I've done a little bit of this one. That's pretty cool. Oh, that looks messy. Uprising, no. No. That might be the one. I'm trying to find the one that Yahtzee did. So this one? Yeah, let's do Evil Science. 2 hours and 30 minutes. That's going to be 2 or 3 Twix worth. So, we're going to start off by talking about the things that excite me about this year. For starters, later today, in about, let's say 12 hours or so, I am going to, yep, this is the place. Oh, please don't lag out on me. Yeah. But yeah, in about 12 hours or so, I am going to... Hold on a second. I'm gonna find out what the shit is causing so much of this. Apparently it's the game. Okay, apparently the game's just that fucking big. Duly noted. Well, this is This Week in Kyrix. We're not here for stunning visuals. We're here to kill time while I fuck around, really. So yeah, step 1. Find the bucket station. There it is. Step 2. Clear a path to here. Alrighty, now let's open this. Perfect. Okay, let's get all these parts and giblets and shit in first. There we go. So yeah, I've got a meeting with job placement today. Now it's not too exciting, it's really just kind of a get you in the system kind of thing. So I mean, nothing's likely to actually get done today. It's going to be, here, let's put you in our system, let's review the things you're looking for from us, here's what we can do for you, etc. And much later on, we'll get on to the good stuff. But you gotta start somewhere, you know? And we're gonna start with job placement. Well, I'm gonna keep those over here for now. Those seem to be little name tag things. Not that that's any of my janitorial business or anything. But, so yeah, I'm excited that for the first time in really ever, I have really strong prospects to get employed. within a month or two, hopefully. But granted, there's every fucking chance possibility that I'm looking at, no progress for the next 6 months kind of thing. Last second get a job, but I am nonetheless rather hopeful. Give it. Fine, you live out there then. I don't care. Alright, let's do some mopping. Mop, 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 mop. But yeah, there's that. There's lots of movies that for the first time in forever I'm actually going to get to see, because A-list is the best. There we go. Yeah, this is the one that I was familiar with, and that's why when I saw Lanny as Vegeta playing a different map, it just kind of blew my mind. I'm like, there's other maps? I don't know if I like that. I kind of like the sci-fi cleanup thing, where this is kind of like cleaning up a Doom map, you know what I mean? But yeah, we've got several movies. I've even got a couple coming out in the next couple weeks. Like this week, as in this Thursday, I'm going to get to see Escape Room, which is a little horror movie that I'm really looking forward to. I'm probably going to go see Aquaman again, because I need to. Catch Mary Poppins Returns, because why not? And then we'll just kind of go from there. Like next week, we've got A Dog's Way Home, and something else. Not Aeon Flux, not Alita, but something else that I was going to watch. I was pretty excited for. I don't know. I can look in a second. Let me look. Just for, accuracy's sake. Just watch that bucket burn for a minute. It'll be cool. Come on, little AMC app. Open up. Alright, The Upside. Yeah, I never would have remembered that. Upside's a pretty cool movie. It's basically about this rich guy, like millionaire/billionaire, whatever. And he's just at least paralyzed from the waist down. I think he's a quadriplegic, actually. And he hires this guy to be his personal assistant. And he was kind of a mismatch for the thing, but the guy likes his attitude. I think he was actually going in there to get his parking validated or something. But whatever works. And he basically acts as the man's arms and legs, and it looks like a pretty cute movie. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing it. And of course, we got to talk about Godzilla. There's a new Godzilla movie, and I am so pumped for it. I was pumped for this movie before it was even announced, because I knew we were going to get another one. Which I shouldn't know that, because fucking the vast majority of people do not agree with my taste in movies. I tend to have a much more relax and enjoy it mindset about movies. People these days, and I blame critics especially, but people these days ask for unreasonable things from their movies. They really do. They want everything to be high art without really understanding what that even means, Like, there was a guy I had an argument with in a YouTube comment section, because where else, And we were talking about the movie Predators, and he was talking about how the movie Predators was horrible. It was the worst thing to happen to the franchise. And I'm like, no, from what I know of the the actual lore and shit, it fits in pretty damn well. And he kept defending it, but he was kind of backtracking the entire time. Like, I would mention something, he's like, well, yeah, I guess, you know. And I finally ended that off by saying, I mean, look, I don't know what you're looking for in a Predator movie. I wanted a giant alien to chop up humans and for humans to fight it. And I got 2 giant aliens and a dog and a bunch of other stuff. So I'm like, I got more than I even hoped to get. And if you're looking for more than that out of a Predator movie, you're in the wrong theater. You know, go back to the ticket booth, get the ticket for the movie you actually want to see, and do that. You know. I mean, when I want to see a science fiction movie, you know, or a sci-fi horror movie, I don't walk into, say, what's a good example? The Nutcracker, for example, and then complain, well, this is the worst sci-fi movie ever. Yes, because it wasn't. Now, if I'd walked into, say, you know, Predator, it'd have been a different story. But I mean, it's like people don't go to the movie they actually want to see. They just go to a movie, expect it to conform to whatever the fuck they're in the mood for, and then get mad when it doesn't. Just, what? When you go see Predator, what the fuck do you think you're getting out of that movie? Because it's probably not what you're actually getting out of the movie. Alright. My last attempt to use one of these backfired spectacularly, and let's see what happens when I take my time. Oh, much better. I can see why people would use these. So yeah, I hope you like seeing this as the Twig backdrop, because this is what you're getting for the next, I don't know, I would say year, but who can say? I mean, last year I went through how many different games? Like 5? Including this? So yeah, there was no Pokemon update this week because there was no Pokemon. Because the library was closed. It was also closed last week. So I've gotten very little done in Pokemon. On the plus side, I've gotten a lot done with my other games. I have been playing the shit out of Monster Prom, sometimes alone, sometimes with a friend. There will likely be lots of Monster Prom impromptu Let's Plays. Like, it's not going to be a full-on thing where I, like, you know, well, I can't say start to finish the game, because every playthrough's going to do that, but I mean, it's not going to be like, oh, this will air every day, etc., and I'm going to put out this many things. It's going to be, whenever me and my friend play, we're going to record it if they're okay with that, and it'll go up on the channel when it happens, you know? Because that's what you do. You make sure everyone involved is okay with the process. You don't just spring that on a person. You know? Oh, so it is both ways. Yeah, that's not something you just drop on someone's lap. Like, okay, we're gonna churn out 37 episodes of this by next Wednesday. You know, no. It'll probably be ongoing until we get bored with it. That being said, the more people I get to play, the more often it'll happen. Like, I would love to get some 4-player games with all the chaos that implies. Mop these cages out. So yeah, I'm excited for King of the Monsters. I'm excited for, you know, the new Marvel movies and shit. Even Captain Marvel, which I'm a bit sketchy on for lore reasons, you know. I'm in that crowd that doesn't think Carol Danvers ever should have been made Captain Marvel. I think she was a much better character as Ms. Marvel. And it has nothing to do with the whole, oh, Captain Marvel shouldn't be a woman. I could care less. I just think in terms of, let's call it a brand, I think the Ms. Marvel brand is a better brand than the Captain Marvel brand, you know? Like, when I say Ms. Marvel, lots of fans know immediately who I'm talking about. They think, oh, Carol Danvers, that hot, sexy chick from the Avengers who's really strong and fast, and she had that history with Rogue, and she's led the Avengers a couple times and all that shit. And when I say Captain Marvel, they're like, okay, are we talking Marvel's Captain Marvel's? DC's Captain Marvel, you know, Shazam? And if we're talking Marvel, are we talking Marvel, his son, his daughter, Carol? Are we talking about Monica? There's so many Captain Marvels, and they're all kind of forgettable. They haven't done it's comics is kind of a what have you done for me lately field in a lot of cases. And while I do know that Captain Marvel did a lot of shit, I could not even begin to tell you what any of it is. I know he and Rick Jones were buddies, but then again, Rick Jones was buddies with everybody, you know? He was kind of the Avengers' unofficial sidekick. That's kind of one of the things I think that led from Hulk splitting with the Avengers, is the fact that Rick just kind of glomped onto Cap, you know? So, it's just... And the fact that they're retconning it, as far as I've seen, keep in mind, I've only seen previews, I've avoided synopsis and shit like that, because I want to see the movie. And I'm going to see it, no matter what. I even saw Into the Spider-Verse, which, I want to clarify, I never had an issue with the movie's premise, I had an issue with the movie's presentation. I didn't like the animation style, and I still don't. I will agree that after a while you adjust to it, but that doesn't mean it's good, you know? I'm sure given enough time you could adjust to being fucked in the ass by a rhino. Doesn't mean you'll want to, you know? Come to Kyrix's channel, we're all class here. So far, this is actually going pretty smoothly. This is a surprisingly relaxing game. It's kind of like Harvest Moon with more blood. There's your blurb. Viscera cleanup detail. It's like Harvest Moon with more blood and less romance, thankfully. Not that I have an issue with the romance, but I don't want to see what kind of romance comes from this job, you know? Oh, that's some oogly water. That's done. We're done with this. Into the furnace with you. Oh yeah, I want to get some recreational play out of this shit now. This is fun. I'm absolutely loving this, and I feel dumb for saying it, but I am loving this fucking game. It is a good purchase, and I'm glad I caught it on sale. No bits. God damn it. See, I told y'all, sometimes it gives you bits. This is one of those times. So, I have been doing a lot of work on the Final Fantasy VI 4-character challenge. Decently far. I'm basically almost to the World of Ruin. I'm at the point where I could be there in a couple episodes, basically, but I'm not gonna. I've got some more stuff to do still. But I'm within spitting distance of it. It's not horrible. And so far so good. I'm doing good, but I'm also not really at the point where I'm forced to use the characters that I'm forced to use, because I mean, one of my characters keeps popping in and out of the story. Like, I'll see him again soon, but not for long, and I haven't even met the other two yet. So part of the reason I'm in smooth sailing is because I'm still at the point where I can pick pretty much whoever I want. So I've got good characters to work with. Not that mine are bad, but in a playthrough where you're not allowed to use magic, one of them is horrible, because one of my characters is Realm, who is renowned for being one of the best pure mages the game has on offer. And when you're not allowed to be a mage, well, just kind of stunted at that point, you know? Oh, come on, foot. Don't you dare fall. Motherfucker. Get in the furnace, you whore of a foot. Now I'm gonna mop up my footprints. Oh, man. So yeah, I've been doing that. I have lots of Monster Brawl. My next, not Forge Hop Fiesta, my next Death Road to Canada stream should be on Valentine's Day, actually. Which will double as an anniversary thing, because that is my Let's Play anniversary. My channel is older than that and has started on a different day, but near as I can figure, and I never really kept track of this, so it's very slapdash, but near as I can figure, I started my channel's Let's Play features on February 14th, 2013. And I say near as I can figure because I actually had a different channel which may still be up on the net somewhere. I've long since lost the password and login info for it, though, but for all I know, it's still up. Where I first displayed my my Let's Plays, because I didn't want to associate it with my channel, which was music videos entirely at the time. And in case the whole thing, basically in case it turned out that I had no audience, which I don't, but I didn't want that to taint my other channel. And then I was getting no views because no one knew who the hell I was, so I mixed my channels. And as far as I've been able to figure, that happened around Valentine's Day. So that has become my official unofficial anniversary day. Not that I do a whole lot on it, but it's easy to remember. It's a weird reason to remember, but it is easy to remember. Should I just give me the bucket? Alright, now, I remember from Yahtzee's playthrough, those alien parts do not like to play nice at the bucket. Okay, it didn't spill. Or if it did spill, it spilled inside the furnace. Oh good, it's a bucket, not bits. So, yeah, that'll be my next, planned Death Road stream. Now, if my friend decides that we should play Death Road sooner, or someone else contacts me, hey, Kyrix, can we do a Death Road stream, you and me? I'm like, yeah, okay. The day may come in the near future when I start announcing streams, but, I'm really not feeling it yet. Partly because I'm not really in live stream mode, partly because until I get my, oh, there's a word, my, license. Yes, my license. Until I get my license for XSplit, I don't want to do a lot of streams, because the quality is going to be even more lacking than usual, at least to my mind. So, yeah, we're just going to toss the parts in there en masse. Get in there, whorish bucket. Okay, there we go. Cool. So, for the near future, there won't be a whole lot in the stream department. Because, I mean, I don't really use Twitter. I don't have, to the best of my knowledge, nobody who's a fan of my channel follows me on Twitter. Not surprising, because I don't think I've ever announced my Twitter. Not that it's that hard to figure out, but I don't think I've ever made any sort of announcement that I had Twitter. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've done more than vaguely reference the fact that I even have a Twitter. And I don't really use it for anything. I mean, I'll talk to ornery with it. I will communicate with Gilgabot, or at least the person behind Gilgabot occasionally. I do stuff for the Final Fantasy V and now 6 playthroughs, but I don't really do anything with it. I'm not a fan of Twitter at all. I mean, if Twitter were to go under tomorrow, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, okay, no more Twitter. That's one less thing I have to have on my phone, you know. I mean, some people Twitter's their life, but I'm not one of them. Which is funny because I'm on Facebook constantly, but nobody follows me on Facebook. Well, a couple people do, but I never use that Facebook. You know, I've actually gotten to the point where this computer is permanently signed into Facebook, so that when I log into Facebook, motherfucker, so that when I log into Facebook on this computer, I have contact with my fans and stuff that occasionally try and talk to me. So those of you who try to communicate with me on Facebook, I'm sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I just do more shit on my own personal Facebook than on my channel one. Because the channel one was basically null and void for so long that I forgot I even had it. But man, this thing was ugly. But yeah, once I've got the channel breathing again, I've got stuff going up every day. I've got, you know, more games. I've got a nice backlog again, like I used to have before the event, the incident happened. No, more bits. Bits are bad. Now everything's green. But yeah. But once I get back up to par for the course, so to speak, I will think about having an actual stream schedule. You know, get with some people, figure out, hey, you want to do a stream with me kind of thing? What do y'all want to play? That kind of thing. I don't ever foresee myself getting to the point where Proton John's at, where he just has like a rotating, why am I out here? A rotating roster of like 8 to 10 people who just show up to his streams on a regular basis and do co-coms with him. I wouldn't object to it, I just don't know that many people. You know, my connections aren't that broad yet. If I had that kind of amount of people, you'd actually see me stream a lot more often, because the whole point with me for streams is to interact with people. With that lack of interaction, there's kind of no interest in streaming. As a side note, while I was grinding out stuff for Final Fantasy VI last night, I decided I'm going to start watching Dragon Ball again, and I've started over the Tournament Saga. The first Tournament Saga. I'm up to not round 2, but the second match of the quarterfinals now with Jackie Chun and Yamcha. Having a lot of fun with it. Alright, let's just put these in the oven too. Give it back. Whew. Getting close to the halfway mark here on time, not progress. I think I'm even vaguely close to that. Oh, that's a tool. Alright, let's see if I can figure out how this thing works. Good, looking good. because it's off. Okay, looking good. Alright, I think basically if it dings, it wants me to get rid of a thing. It doesn't seem to want that medical waste there. Or that thing. Fine, I'll get rid of these things. What is this anyway? This is cryogenic fuel? I don't fucking know, but into the furnace it goes. That would probably explode, let's be honest. Yeah, this is in no way safe, let me tell you. That can't be good. Oh, there go the body bags. Apparently, I think I'm playing Subnautica. I just pressed the B button on this pad, which would be circle for PlayStation. I'm trying to put away my mop. It doesn't work that way, not in this game. This is kind of fun. I think this is for chopping up bodies, as I recall. Meaty giblets. Oh, god damn it. Well, that was impressive. Now, how do I put this down? That'll do it. Okay. Mop out the fucking scorch marks. Damn it, Kyrix, you're a... Wow. I slagged the barrel. I mean, okay. Oh no, I made a mess. A bigger mess. God damn it. The bucket. More bits! More bits! Where did the bits go? Where did the bits go? Did they end up on the machine? Did the machine eat them? Where are the bits? I'm a little concerned what happened to those fucking bits. Oh, never mind, I see them. Wait, what? Pretty sure I just sprinkled blood all over something. See, now I kind of want to do this level recreationally. Just for funsies. I might actually save it and then just keep playing when I'm done recording. But I kind of don't want to. turned that body into meatballs. That's special. It's like an egg for the Carnage symbiote. Which, given this game, isn't necessarily that far off the mark. It's like a gore egg. On the plus side, wherever they are, they've stopped splattering blood everywhere. Maybe I'll just zap all the bits this way. I mean, the scorch marks don't seem to track on my feet. Okay, what's this thing out here? Vend. First aid. A flare. Why? I don't even want to know. I don't want to know. Just let it go, Kyrix. It's not worth hearing about. So, about this laser. Can I dice up a cage with it? No. Can make a mess, though. Very hard to aim this fucking proton pack here. Throw it. Oh, I can't throw it with that button. I've got to throw it by picking up my mop. That's right. Probably not supposed to play with that thing. But fuck them. It's not like I've got a supervisor here. It's my time. Another thing that scares me is there's probably speedruns of this fucking game. That's not the point of this channel, though. Oh good, someone else's footprints and not mine for a change. So yeah, I've been working on Final Fantasy. Gotta get back at Cuphead. Kinda iffy on it. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the game, mind you. It's just I don't want to jump into it right now because I'm kind of doing relaxy stuff. But hey, whatever. Not against it. I do have to play it again eventually, so. But Cuphead's a thing. The Final Fantasies, Freedom Force. I've got a lot on my plate right now. Plus, like I said, tomorrow I've got that appointment. Got to get up around 10, get showered, get dressed, figure out my bus route. Get on the bus, get up there, do my thing, get in the system, and just gonna go from there. This is a lot of fun. It's dumb. I should not like this game as much as I do. It is a fucking janitorial game where I'm cleaning up monster filth. I should be playing the game that inspired this. I should be the guy who made the filth. But no, I've got a mop, and I'm gonna use it. Meatballs are a lot more manageable than the fucking corpses, that's for damn sure. And they don't bleed. That's nice. All I gotta do is clean up some scorch marks. I can clean up scorch marks, it's what I do. Which is good, because after my little round with the laser, there are a lot of scorch marks. This used to be a person. Now it's just firewood. See, I've been watching a lot of old shit. Like, a couple weeks ago, it was Dirty Jobs. I was just marathoning that on YouTube. Now I'm probably going to go through most, if not all, of Dragon Ball. You know, minus that first saga. I'm not a fan. I saw it a lot growing up. I want to say Pioneer, but I don't think it was. I think it was like Kids Mark or something. But yeah, I saw the original, you know, the 13 episodes that aired in the US before Funimation really got its hooks into Dragon Ball. I say that like it's a bad thing, but I mean, that's when I first saw Dragon Ball, when it aired on TV. Making me one of those few people in America who saw Dragon Ball Z and knew who the fuck Goku was. I mean, granted, I didn't know who Krillin was, or Piccolo, or any of that. But, I knew who the hell Goku was, I knew Bulma, I knew Master Roshi, and I knew the significance behind Goku naming his son Gohan. You know. That I knew. And it really irked me when I finally saw it in Japanese, because I realized that had that original run-through gone one episode longer, I'd have known who Krillin was. You know? I mean, it's dumb, but it's also true. But yeah, I've been going through Dragon Ball. Don't think I'll do Z or Kai. And while I do like GT, I don't like the copies that I have access to, because they have the, you know, the rap theme, and I don't like that at all. It is icky. It makes me sad. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Starting next month, I have a lot. Well, not next month. Starting in like a couple of days when my money comes in, I have a lot of stuff to get on the ball with. Like, I've got to get my license for XSplit so I can get better quality, up my streamer game, do all that shit. I've got to get a license for Fantasy Grounds so I can start doing that, doing some D&D. Once I have a more stable income, hopefully by February or March, I will get a permanent license, so I'm not spending $10 a month so my friends can play D&D with me. Because, I mean, I could just do the little $3.99 dealio and make them get their own fucking licenses, but I don't want to be that guy, you know. One of the mindsets you honestly get when you're poor is that you don't want to be a financial burden to people, you know. I don't want... It would be infinitely easier if I just paid, you know, the $3 or whatever a month that it takes to get my singular license, or even pay the $50 once to get my permanent single license, and just make my friends just shop for their own. They've all got jobs. It probably wouldn't set them back too much to get the one-timer, and they wouldn't even feel, you know, the single monthly, you know. But I'm the one who wants them to play with me, and I just feel it's wrong to make them shell out for something I want them to do. You know, especially since only one of us really needs to spend any money, and that person is me. It was the same in Klugeworks, where I told them, hey, I've got a four-person multi-license, so if you don't have a license, I got you covered. If you want to get your own, that's cool too, because that means more people can play. But, because you'd think it'd be the opposite. You'd think that being poor would discourage that kind of generosity, but it really kind of encourages it, because you know what it's like to be broke. And you don't want to force people to spend money, you know, because you really do learn the value of it when you're broke like I am all the time. How am I gonna do this? Can I stack these? I can. Can I? Yeah, I can stack these. I'm gonna stack these. Wait, should I just tilt that? I did. So that's how you tilt things, huh? Okay. Duly fucking noted. Haha! Kind of. Not quite. Fuck, I broke it. Let's see if I can unbreak it. Let me up! There's filth here and I need to deal with it. Bigger thing. Need a bigger thing, Kyrix. Wish I had thrown out those bodies. Let's get rid of this before I break it. But first, how's my mop looking? Mop's looking good, but let's get it better. Yep, there we go, perfect. Okay, so. Alright, there's that. I know you can get up there. I've seen Yahtzee do it. Don't want to stand on giblets. What about these things? Can I stand on one of these? I mean, I'm sure I can. Will it give me the height I'm looking for? Hi, Winkles. Damn. Get down. Move, princess. I had to go... The cryogenic waste thingy. Surely that's standable. Wow, I kind of whipped that, didn't I? Okay, let's get those other boxes. But clean that pathway. I know it can be done because I've seen it done before. Biohazardous material, you say? Do not stand? What does that mean? Do not use a stepladder. Don't care. Doing this my way. That's how I roll. There we go. Aha! I laugh in the face of physics. Okay, got everything up here. Am I tracking goop? Nope, no goop. Cool. Oh, damn it. I made a bigger mess. It's all this goop. That sounds like bits. That is absolutely bits. Machine really likes to give me bits. That's a good safe place for that. Haha, fuck you. I have a bucket and a mop. I fear no less. You know, I really hate to admit this, but this is kind of how I mop. Poorly. Oh man, it's on the ceiling too. course it is. Why wouldn't it be? There we go. Okay, note to self, laser's not all it's cracked up to be. Laser's a bit messy. This room's looking pretty damn good, if I do say so myself. Guarantee it's not up to standard, but it's a start. At least the blood's not everywhere anymore. Just gotta start tossing shit. So how about I focus for the time being on getting the things that bleed just out of the way. That's not at all what I was after. Kyrix's janitorial adventures in space. Yeah, this is a surprisingly fun game. I really do like this far more than I have any right to. Especially since I am the exact opposite of a neat freak. I am not very good at cleaning up anything. I've been trying for the past 3 months to clean this desk, and it's still a train wreck. Because as soon as I see empty space, I'm like, oh good, now I can put these things up there. No, that's against the point. It's the exact opposite of what I was trying to achieve. No, but look at all this room. I could put anything up here, but you shouldn't, but I'm gonna. Yeah, my brain doesn't like space. It doesn't like emptiness at all. I like clutter. Clutter makes me comfortable. Which has made the past 3 years very interesting because I live with a neat freak. But he has said that he doesn't really care so much about clutter as he does about germs and such. Aha! Colorized meat! It's like a fucking Minecraft recipe, 4 meatballs and a chunk of iron. Actually, it's more of a Subnautica recipe, really. Just check my scanny blip. I think this is going off on the clutter. I think we're pretty good filth-wise. And we're actually going to save here. And I'll see you next time, everyone. Bye-bye.